You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is sure say the thing will beat your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is sure say the thing will meet your football need. Your football need. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. Sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. Your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy.
Champione. Somebody's freeze. Yes, champions of England, we are here. Welcome to your podcast, Footy Fantasy. we can see we're going wild. Yeah. Yeah. Are we good to go? Are we good to go? We're good. Yeah. Good. All of that is welcome. I mean, you can do it. You can do all of that sporadically throughout the podcast. You can do all of that anytime you want. Champions of England, we are here. Welcome to Footy Fantasy, and we'll do a bit of housekeeping before I introduce our guests. I'll get Linga and Bola to introduce themselves as champions of England. Welcome to the show, Linga and Bola. Let's hear you. Let's hear you.
What's up, everybody?
Can't hear you.
Yeah. You can't hear us. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, better. A bit better.
I'm gonna call me. I need you to pull up. All you bums eating. You sitting around. No one talk to me.
No one talk to it. No one talk to you.
Just real second again. United 113th. I don't know what this thing is. Listen. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't tag me. You ain't talking to me no more. How are you? I don't know who you are, Arsenal fan. You seem nice, so you're
okay.
Good to see you. My name is
Congratulations.
Don't talk to me. You don't know how to talk to a champion.
Okay.
Right the bar.
Thanks for the introduction. So,
greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations, my brother.
DJ KBAC, welcome to the call. And we also have a very brave gunner joining us today. I mean,
I appreciate you, my brother. We appreciate you.
I feel set up.
We appreciate you.
Set up.
You feel set up.
I feel set up.
Fair play to you. At least you still showed up, you know. Unlike your team, all the title race, they didn't really show up, but you showed up. You showed up. So fair play.
Okay. There's many circumstances why, but it's okay.
All right. Okay, I'll just keep it before we continue. Oh, I hope this laptop is not going to start messing tablet, but let's see how we go. All right. So housekeeping. Can you guys still hear me good? Can you hear me good? All right. So YouTube, our YouTube channel is at Footy Fantasy. Twitter handle is at Footy AD Fantasy. Instagram handle is at Fantasy Footy, and team music is from SJ Music. And there was a special intro for Linda, who had complained that she was not in the previous intro. So EJ made a special intro for us today. So let's go. Let's see. Okay, I'll kick off because you can see my name has changed. I used to have Ola Asterix, But now I put Ola Lucky Asterix. I'll tell you the origin. I'll tell you the origin. Because you guys have gone on mute. Oh, okay. Well, Aaron says on mute. Okay. Yeah. So, well, 5 years ago, Liverpool won the league. Liverpool won the league, and people were telling us it was an asterisk. Oh, you guys won it on the COVID. Man, I didn't care. We won the league, so I put asterisk in my middle name. Then this season, they're telling us we're lucky. It's been a weak league. Yeah, I don't care. We won the league, so we're lucky. So lucky is going in that name now. So it's Ola Lucky Asterix. I don't care what they want to tell us. I don't care whichever way you guys want to cope. I'm not even referring to any Arsenal fans. I'm referring to Chelsea fans, Man United fans, anybody, whatever you want to cope with. Liverpool are champions of England. Champions of England 20 times. Back on our perch. Back on our perch. And let's see. We'll start with you, Bola. What was the mood going into the game? I'm sure it was a party atmosphere over there. But what was the mood when Spurs got that goal? Were you thinking, oh no, this is not going to be our day? What were you thinking?
I was thinking, this is such a typical Liverpool thing.
Yeah.
But there was a quiet confidence still. Like I'm not even lying. Like it just was, just I've been a Liverpool supporter for my goodness, like 37 years, 35, 37 years. And this is Liverpool to the T. Like, we have a script laid out for us. It was meant to be, and then there's always going to be a little niggle. But we responded back quickly. The boys showed their quality and their class. We didn't panic, and we kept pushing forward, and we became champions. Arinze is a real one. Big up to my boy Arinze.
Arinze, fair play to you. I mean, for showing up. Seriously, I wouldn't have. If I was in your shoes, I wouldn't have showed up.
I'm not even feeling fine, but I was like, you know what? I'll show up. I didn't know it was going to be Liverpool celebration podcast, but
Yeah. I mean, being in the pub where you are, Bola, there, I'm sure there's a lot of celebration going on. I think it's more. There was less tension because we were expecting this over the past few weeks. So I mean, I think even the boys, the players on the pitch, also let loose. Because we've been scrapping a few wins, 1-0, 2-1. But today they just like, man, let's just let loose, and it showed. And I mean, the party atmosphere over there. How's it? Are you still? Afterwards, we're eating it.
Oh, it's still lit here. There's still people here. We're still partying. We're still having a good time. I'm going to go to church afterwards as well. So, I'm going to praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Wonderful, as we always should on Sunday. God is good. God is great. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? God is
bro.
good all the time, bro. And all the time. God is good. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. 20 times. 20 hallelujahs.
20 times. No, but no seriousness. Like, oh yeah, we're just celebrating. We're just happy. We knew the season was good. The irony about it is, we were right there last year too. And the way how people just raced us off. Like we ran out of steam. Players got injured. It happened. But we're a quality team, and we knew that. And we got to give thanks to Jurgen Klopp for building this amazing team, and for Arne Slot for coming in and showing his brilliance and stewarding this team forward. And we did the job. So God is good, man. I'm happy.
Good. No problem. Just a quick comment that I think you might go back on mute when you're not speaking, Bola. But thanks. Thanks for all the comments. I'll quickly go to Arinze. I know it's not fair for me to ask for you to comment about another club being the champions of England. But were you expecting anything from Spurs today? Were you thinking Spurs could do something for Arsenal? What were you thinking before the match?
I'll be honest, I didn't watch the game, and primarily because I wasn't just going to watch it. Like I knew this was once Arsenal were dropping points. Obviously, Arsenal is distracted, right? With Champions League. So once it was like, oh, this is the time that Liverpool can actually win, and it was Spurs of all teams. I was like, I'm not going to watch this celebration of winning the league. So I looked at my phone after like the first 20 minutes or so, and I saw that Spurs scored first and then quickly conceded. I was like, so typical. But overall, I'm winning the league. the gracious side of me said it's very deserved, right? Very deserved. In the group of clubs that Man City has tormented, I'll say Liverpool is number one, right, before Arsenal. So if anybody should win the league, it should be Liverpool first. The other side of me, the bad belly side of me says, well, every other team was bad this season, so Liverpool strolled the league.
Oh no, pause. I'm not letting you do that today. No, this is the toughest league season of all time in a long time.
It's
Any
over.
team can get it. Any
It's
team
over
can
in
get
April.
it.
It's over in April.
You have the 15th and 14th team in the Europa semifinals. You have the second place team who are going to probably end up third in the Champions League semifinals. And you have the nerve to call this simple. We're just that good.
Okay.
It's okay to admit it. We're just that good.
No. That's why I said the
we're
gracious
just
side is like it deserved.
I'm ready today. We were just that good. That's why we're sitting here.
But in all honesty, I mean, it's very well.
Okay,
you can only play what it was in front of you, right? So if Man City is falling apart or Arsenal's falling apart, that's not Liverpool's problem, right? Let's just be honest about it. Liverpool did their business, and if Liverpool continues, I don't know if you guys calm down now that the league is won, but if you win your next 4 games, you're on pace for like 90-something points, which is nothing to sniff at, right? Now, I don't know if you guys are going to try to push for 90-plus points, but any team that is on pace for 90-plus points to win the league, definitely did their thing. So no hating. I give you guys the kudos. I just have to throw the bad belly part aside small, just to...
Of course.
Remember the team, like big up to Arsenal. Like Arsenal are good this year. Arsenal are a very good team. Like when you beat Real Madrid 5-1, you took the curse of the 5-1 away. That's Arsenal this season. You guys are a quality team, and we're 13 points ahead of you. That's how good we were this year. And so big up to Arsenal. Doing your thing in the Champions League. You still can have an amazing season if you pull it through. You have a quality team with a quality coach. So I got none but respect. Even our arch enemies like Manchester United, like they have a chance.
When we're talking about clubs, don't bring Manchester United. We don't look.
I'm just saying they're trash, and they can win Europa. Like that's no mean feat. They're trash, but can win the Europa. So I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah.
We'll come to that. We have a specific topic, for United and Europa League and all of that. I'll just quickly take comments. The first comment there was a face palm from Oga Kwame. Oga Kwame, you need more than a face palm. You need to be slapping yourself like 20 times, pa, 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 pa. Because seriously, you guys are in for it. You guys are in for it. Okay. So I've read the other comment there from Ayo that said Arinze is a real one. Yeah, and we go to the other comment. Ayo says, congrats to FSG, you are the best EPL owners. Ayo, the ever faithful FSG apologists.
Despite FSG. Yeah. Despite FSG.
Great. We'll come back to that. Let me just finish the comments. So, okay, yeah, you just mentioned muting when they are not talking. And then the last comment from Soji. Soji says, let's separate the Lord, I'm out, man. Meanwhile, Spurs no try. Just lie down like Shannon Sharp's 19-year-old. Wow. Damn. I think that's a topical there. But I don't want to go there. I don't want to get in trouble, please. Please. I don't want to get in trouble. Legal. We don't have a legal department. I don't have anybody else on retainer, so no comments from me. So please keep your comments PG, please. So we go back to the match anyway. That early goal was just a bit of a stunner. Like, Spurs actually came out, started playing, and straight from the corner kick, bang, 1-0. But it was good that Liverpool managed to equalize quickly, because the nerves probably would have started creeping in. There's a comment here from Ayo, so I need to put it on the screen. Ayo says he's just trying to get us cancelled because that comment was very loaded. So basically, I was just talking about the match. It was good that Liverpool got a quick equalizer. It was very tight, that offside call, but thankfully, we now have semi-automated offside in the Premier League, so that's good. And then Liverpool just ramped up the pressure. You could see that Spurs, their minds were on their Conference League semi-final. After the second goal, they probably just gave up. I think they didn't put in much effort. But I think Liverpool would have won anyway. But I mean, Spurs just folded after like the second goal, where they were just like, nah, we can't be having any of this. They're trying to get into the Champions League through the Europa League. So yeah, it was a good game. I mean, the party atmosphere was fantastic. I was happy Salah got his goal. He had gone on like 5 or 6 games without a goal, and celebrated with the selfie. Then there was the own goal to finish it off. I think Liverpool could have had 7, 8 goals. At some point, we're trying to walk the ball into the net. I mean, we're just trying to set up the perfect goal for Salah. Salah too was trying to set up the perfect goal. I mean, we could have scored 8 if we wanted to. But at the end of the day, yeah, champions of England. I don't really care. I mean, there's going to be a lot of banter, trolling. Like, oh, this is only your second Premier League. Oh, this is your weak league. This is blah blah blah. All of that. And I own it. Anything you want to throw, as long as you put champions at the end of the name, I'm happy with it. Anything you want to throw at me, Asterix, luckily, I don't care. We are the champions of England till next season. So thank you. Whatever you want to throw at us, throw it. It's coming out of bitterness and jealousy. All these people that are just talking, it's mostly bitterness. I'm not saying Arinze. I know you were just joking, but there's some people actually who believe what they're saying, who actually believe in all that crap. So, but anyway, 20 times, Man United cannot sing that again, because we also take ownership of that 20 times now. And we are the most successful club in England. No more debates. Even Gary Neville had to admit it today. Gary Neville was like, man, no more debates, most successful in England. Raise the roof. All right, so
I'll rather you
jump
guys
into our next topic.
So that's what I'll say. So.
Don't let United fans come for you, Arinze. United fans are really, really angry. They're not happy. They're not smiling.
I want United fans to suffer for 12,000 years.
All right, we'll go to the next topic. All right, let me just take that off. Yeah, European semi-final preview. So we start with you, Arinze. Arsenal are playing PSG, and then we have Barcelona against Inter Milan. We'll start off with, how are you feeling going into the PSG ties? Confident? Do you think you guys can do it, get through to the final?
I am cautiously confident. We played PSG.
Yeah, Arinze.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we played PSG during the group. I don't know what you call it, the first round, if you want to call it that. And we beat them.
Group phase.
Convincingly. we beat them convincingly. But that is a different PSG team to the team that is playing now, right? After watching them against Liverpool, I was like, oh my goodness, this team is very scary. Watching them against Aston Villa, I was like, okay, they are still very good, but they can be got at. So I'm cautiously optimistic. If we had our full strength squad, I wouldn't be worried. But just because, we still have Gabriel is out, our striker situation, even though we're making it work, is not ideal. I'm cautiously optimistic. I think over 2 legs, we just can make it. But I'm not any under illusion that PSG is a walkover or anything like that. I think they are very, very strong. And then Luis Enrique is a top coach. I think he gets underrated because the last time he won Champions League was with the loaded Barcelona. But I think Luis Enrique is a top manager, right? And people don't look at him that way for some reason. I don't know why. So I am cautiously optimistic. Let me put it that way.
Okay, good. So Arsenal playing the first leg at home before going away. PSG, yeah. So I think Arsenal will need to take at least maybe a 2-goal lead, maybe. At least to be a bit comfortable going there. What do you think, Bola? What do you think of Arsenal's chances, Bola?
Oh, easy favorites, clear favorites here. Arsenal should wipe away PSG, no problem. It's your Champions League to lose. It's definitely also Champions League for me.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
It's yours. It's yours. Like you said, you already beat them earlier this year. They're coming to, I was going to say hybrid. What is it called now? Emirates. You
Yeah.
know, it's Arsenal's Champions League to win. I'm ready to welcome you into the family of European Cup winners. Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
I feel like this is a setup, but okay.
Oh no
I
no
feel
no
it's
no
a
no!
setup too. I
I'm
feel it's
from
a
North
setup.
London. Hey, I'm from North London, so I want to welcome you with open arms into the pantheon of champions. It is your time. Let's go. And now you don't need to worry about the league. We can get the league for you, so just rest your players. And come beat PSG and then win that final. I believe in you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. But we do not sense any sarcasm at all. We do not sense any irony from you. We believe you absolutely what you're saying. We believe you.
I believe in the Gunners. I believe in them. Hey, I'll even say a chant for you. What do you think of Tottenham? Bring one home to North
Okay,
London. Let's go.
let's go. Okay, Barcelona against Inter Milan. So Barcelona at home against Inter. I think I watched the bit stuff. Yeah, I watched some of the Barcelona match yesterday against Madrid. Yeah, very good team. And they had Lewandowski out injured, but they still won that match 3-2. So they're playing Inter Milan. So what do you think will happen in that one, Marinzi?
I think Barcelona will be surprised by what Inter Milan will present to them. I think Inter Milan is a tough team. That was actually the team I did not want to meet in the semifinals, right? Just because I think defensively they are very strong and they can make it a very boring game, right? And just kind of sneak out one or two goals here and there. I think Barcelona will probably still win, but it's not going to be like the way they beat Dortmund, like 4-0 and went to Dortmund's home and kind of played until they woke up maybe when it was 2-0 down or whatever. So I think Inter Milan will give them a very, very tough, like over two legs, will give them a very, very tough tie. But I think Barcelona will scrape through mainly because of that their star boy, Lamine Yamal. I think he's an unlocker of defenses. So even if it's just one chance, it's probably going to come from him, right? But Inter Milan is a tough team. I think they're a tough team for anyone.
I would have agreed with you before I go to Bola, but just looking at Inter Milan's last few results, I think they're off form at the worst time of the season. They've lost their last 3 games.
Yeah.
They lost Bologna. They lost to their city rivals. Milan smashed them 3-0. And they lost today again to Roma at home. They were in charge of, they were leading the league until I think Napoli has caught up with them. And Napoli win today. So I think Inter have just gone up well a little bit. And I think Barcelona was smart. What do you think, Bola? I think Barcelona will go through, but do you think Inter can do something to stop them?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like I was just looking at like their recent form team. It's not looking that good. Like just a week and a half ago, they're leading the Serie A. But I just don't want to discount them. The Italian football is defensively rigid. They're also to play against. They're the perfect type of team to play against, like a Barcelona or even one of the English type teams. So they definitely have a chance. But their form is not looking very good. I still think Barcelona will win, but it's not going to be an easy ride. I would not be surprised if Inter pulls it off.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to keep it very close in order to pull it off. Like maybe like a 1-1 or a 0-0 and then a 1-0 away, something like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll just quickly circle back to Arsenal. I'm curious about something. So, in your view, who would you play up front, Trossard or Merino, in these PSG ties? Because Trossard seems to be coming into a bit of form, but Merino has been doing well, also playing up that first 9. So, do you think it's going to go with? If you had a choice, which of them will you pick up front?
I'll play Merino. A few things. One, height, right? He does have the height. And I think he's now getting a hang of being a true false nine, meaning sometimes he's the deepest midfielder, right? Every now and then sometimes he moves up front. So he kind of gives defenses something to think about. I feel like Trossard cannot deceive too many defenders because everybody knows he is a forward, right? But you put Mourinho in there, you're not quite sure. Yeah, okay, technically he's playing false nine, but his position is so fluid, right? I mean, sometimes you see Declan Rice up there, right? And now that you have Saka, right? You now have Saka, Martinelli. It could be that it could easily look like a 4-4-2 at some points in time, right? Or 3-5-2 at some points in time with Martinelli and Saka up front. But then every now and then, Mourinho, just like in the Real Madrid game, right? He just shows up and he's in the striking position and he strikes it. And sometimes he's the provider, like in the second leg. So I think he's finally getting a hand, and he's an end product guy, right? He's an end product guy. So I will put him up front. But Trossard is one that's definitely off the bench. You definitely want to keep around, right? So, yeah, I'll definitely go with Mourinho.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. That's very fair. That's very fair. Yeah. Just thought, like, I've been saying Trossard banging in goals recently. I was like, man, this guy is becoming into great form at the moment. But,
I think he has been
I understand what you mean, though. I understand what you mean about Mourinho.
Yeah, it's been in the league, and you can write off the league. I mean, I'm not saying that it's irrelevant, but the stakes are not as high in the league because everybody knew Liverpool was winning the league already. I just want to say something about Barcelona, Inter Milan. I was surprised that Barcelona did allow Real Madrid back into that game yesterday. And watching that, I was like, you know what, Barcelona, they might not be as on, because in the last few weeks, it just looks like Barcelona, like who's going to be able to stop them from scoring, right? But the fact that they led Real Madrid back into that game after being dominant for so long at the beginning, that they ended up needing extra time, or coming back and then going into extra time, that was a little bit surprising. So I'll, just keep an eye out for that with Barcelona because they're really good, but they can also be got at. So yeah.
Yeah. True. That's true. Yeah. All right. Well, let's really talk about Europa. Let's talk about Europa. We know none of our clubs are in Europa anyway. Well, Liverpool exited European competition after like 2 months ago. So, but I want to do a quick preview of the other competitions because it's the semi-final stage. So for the Europa League, we have Manchester United playing Atletico Bilbao, and then we have Spurs playing. Let's see, is it Bodo Glimt? I think Bodo Glimt.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we thinking? Are we thinking it's an all-English final? I'll go with you, Bola, first. What are we thinking? All-English final?
It probably is. It probably is. I definitely see Spurs Man United in the final. Two very gettable teams,
Wow, what
they
the final
both have their lucky. Yeah.
That will be.
Yeah.
What the final for the bastards, so to speak.
The Wasteman Trophy. Nah, I like Europa League is very important.
So that probably ties in into our next stuff. And sorry, Bola, you can go on.
No, just kidding. I said the Wasteman Trophy this year, but Europe is a very prestigious trophy, so I'm definitely pulling for one team over the other. It's not very hard for me to guess, but I definitely see it being an all-English final. How about you?
I think we lost you.
All right.
Okay.
Is that what about me?
I didn't get you.
I think I'll. Arize.
Yeah, I mean, with Europa League final or Europa League semi-finals.
Arize, so what were you saying?
Yeah. I was going to just talk about the Europa League semi-finals. I mean, I can see. I mean, Tottenham has an easier path to the final for sure, right? Against Bodo Glimt. I think that one is pretty straightforward. With United, Athletic Club is not too much of a walkover, but I think Man U can find some spirits and win that that tie somehow. And in an English final, having like your 13th versus 14th or 15th versus 14th teams in the final, it's kind of I guess you can call it an indictment on how good the Premier League is, but it's also it's two bad teams. Let's not kid ourselves, right? Two bad teams in the final. I think if both of them are in the final, Man U wins it. Just because I just don't. I have no hope in Tottenham at all. Like I don't see Tottenham doing anything really. They are just a very, very, very crappy team defensively. So, but they'll make it to the final because I don't think Bodo Glimt is going to give them too much of a competition. But yeah, I mean Tottenham is pretty bad. They're pretty bad. Like I haven't watched them all season, like every single game, but every time I've seen Tottenham, I'm blown away by how bad they are. Mind you, at least you see some, like the quarterfinal against, was it Lyon? That epic comeback and everything. So every now and then with Man U, you see like, there's something there. But with Tottenham, I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are still doing in the league here. But overall, I think it'll be an interesting semi-final and an interesting final for Europa League.
Not bad. Okay. Yeah.
How would you feel if I was just going to say, how would you feel if Tottenham did win? If Tottenham did win, and you were in the final against, say, Barcelona, would that make you feel a little bit more nervous?
If Tottenham won the Europa League and were in the final against Barcelona, I mean, I'll be ticked off. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, but if I take a step back, I'll say, look, this is Champions League final, right? It's kind of like almost like the reverse. Like I was hating on Tottenham being in the final against Liverpool in 2018 or 2019? I can't remember when it was. I was hating on them, but we were in Europa League, and I was honestly just being a hater, right? To be honest, because you make it to the Champions League final, that's a big, big deal. So the reverse is the case. I'll say, okay, fine, you won Europa League. It'll be annoying that you won Europa League and we happen to play Barcelona in the final. But when you look at it, second versus 15th, right? Champions League final versus Europa League final, there's a clear difference. But it'll be kind of annoying, especially if we end up not winning Champions League, which I
But if they win the Europa and Arsenal finishes second.
Oh my God. Okay, for people who are not watching,
if
Linger
Tottenham win,
has just popped up on the screen with a few people.
if Tottenham win the Europa and Arsenal do not win the Champions League, who had the better season?
Arsenal. It's not even a contest. Not even a contest. No, seriously. Look, I would have a conversation if Tottenham were 6th or 5th or 7th. Tottenham might fire their coach, honestly, right? Look at West Ham. West Ham won the Europa Conference League, right? And you could say, yeah, West Ham has a wonderful league. What happened to David Moyes a couple of months after that? He got fired, right? So, yes, winning a cup competition is like a snapshot. It's like, okay, you have that cup competition. But your league form is really a true measure of your team's progress. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So I'm just saying, look, cup competitions will always come. Wenger won 4 FA Cups in his last 5 or 6 years. And still, Arsenal fans wanted him out because our league form was terrible, right? So, yeah, they'll celebrate it's a good day out, but you can't say that Tottenham sitting in 15th or 16th has a better season than Arsenal because they won the Europa League. Come on, no.
Do you rank the FA Cup the same level as you rank the Europa Cup?
I won't. I probably Europa League is definitely better, right? Because it's a European trophy, but it's also a European trophy with the second grade teams, right? Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, let's be honest. It's not. It's not. It's not. You don't look at who they're playing in the semifinal. Athletic Club. All due respect to them, Bodo Glint versus Barcelona, Inter Milan, PSG, and Arsenal. There's levels, right? And their finals on a Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I'm not even sure which weekday it is.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, most people are working, right? Nobody's going to most people are working during Europa League final. So, hey, you know,
Oh my brother, as we used to finish the Man City second all the time, and the overwhelming sentiment was it's all about the trophies. It's all about the trophies that you win. The highest being the Champions League, then the league, but then after the league, Europa, FA Cup, League Cup, and Charity Shield is not even a trophy. It's a shield.
yeah,
It's a season.
So,
But that's how I look at it.
so let me ask you this: if Arsenal win the Champions League, do you think Arsenal had a better season than Liverpool?
Yes.
Uh, I mean, I would say I don't think it would be better if Arsenal were like a close second, right? Then I would say yes, but like a very distant second, I'll say maybe on par. It's a really good season. It's just like Champions League is one of the biggest trophies, but it's still a cup competition. That's the way I look at it.
If Arsenal win the Champions League, you had a better season than that. But
Uh,
for me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we still won 20, and we, matched Manchester United. We're still the top team in England. I'm happy. Like I'm okay having a second best season for Arsenal because we won the league. For the
yeah.
Champions League, it's all about trophies, my friend. You got to win the trophy.
No,
You
I
know that.
get that. It depends. What trophies are you winning though? I guess that's the way I look at it, right? So Champions League and Premier League for sure. Like you can have a debate. After that, it now becomes like Wigan wins the FA Cup but gets relegated, right? Like, is that a good season? You get relegated but win the FA Cup.
To
Uh,
me, FA Cups and League Cups are like garnishment. They're garnishment. You know. So for me, before the FA Cup and the League Cup, I would rank
Yeah.
top four before those two, in my mind. So
well,
for me, it's Champions League, the league. Those are the premier trophies. The Champions League is the greatest one. Then the league. Then you have your next tier, which is Europa. Then in my mind, you have top four, and then FA Cup and League Cup are like garnishment, and then
Yeah.
Charity Shield doesn't matter.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
how I view it.
Lingard is back.
Nah.
Uh, I won't apologize for Lingard dropping in and showing madness. No apology.
That's true. Okay, I should leave it a second. So like, okay, I was watching. Okay, comment.
Agakwame is
Give me
not
it.
here.
Okay.
Agakwame is not
I
here.
need it. I need it. I need it. Congratulations.
It's a lot of
Everybody say
feedback.
in the chat. No, catch. 2020, Mom. 2020.
We can't really hear you, Linga. We can't really hear you.
Somebody
It,
can hear me. In the wrong ears? Can you hear me now?
yeah. Aha,
Guys,
yeah. Much better.
oh my god, such good trash talking you can never hear
Much
me.
better.
I said, oh,
We can hear you now.
I'm gonna need you to step up and
Agakwame has a
actually lead the
message for
show.
you.
Oh, wow. 20 leagues, leagues, 6 Champions Leagues. I think you guys are 14th, but I pray for you every day. I think you guys did amazing to beat. Who did they beat today? Or no, you didn't even beat. You drew with Bournemouth. You drew with
They drew with
England.
Bournemouth,
Bournemouth
yeah.
are coming. I'm proud of you. I can't believe your team has achieved these heights. Every day I'm like, wow, Manchester United, you might not even get relegated? That's crazy! I applaud you. I'm proud of you. You know, I'm always here for you this comment every day. 24/7, not in days.
Agakwame,
Wherever you are,
Agakwame,
wherever you
Lingard
go.
is proud of you. Okay, Lingard, we need to move on. We need to move on. Let me read comments. Let me read comments. Let me read comments because there are people putting in comments.
We're moving on.
Okay, let me go back to comments.
To me, and I'm gonna go. Let me see it. What does it say?
So
Oh, the comments
Agakwame was asking Arinze. Lingard, just 1 second. Lingard, 1 second. Agakwame was asking
Okay.
Arinze a question. He said, Arinze, let's do business. I will dash you Oiland for just 40 million and they'll put
40
Lindelof on top.
million?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
40 pounds is a crazy deal. Don't take it. We're like,
So,
you're not
so
doing
just say
anything.
it's a good deal. You should take it. Come
No,
on, take the deal, please.
that's Africa Haaland.
Okay, Agakwame goes FA Cup and Europa Conference League are on the same level. So Europa League is certainly a major trophy. So in his opinion, winning that trophy, I mean, it's a major trophy. It gets them into the Champions League. I would say that's a better season. I would say that's a better season than not winning anything. That's what I would say. So it just says charity field matters to Arsenal. Wow, is that true?
They count
Is that true?
I've heard it. I've heard it on the streets.
When Ferguson retires, when he retired, they counted it as one of his trophies. That's true.
Ferguson, no. Mourinho did, but not Ferguson.
No.
Mourinho.
When they were putting his thing on all these trophies, X, Y, and Z, yeah.
Okay, Linger, talk to me. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? I want to talk about the champions. We're back to the champions. How are we feeling?
Listen, 20 times, bro. 20 times. We won so dominantly. I was confused. I assumed today was the last day of this season, and I walked in stressed, like it'd been pushing City to the last day. We won easily. We won the league easily. All y'all are bums. And if we had fame, we are back.
Can you see the
Exactly,
comment?
exactly.
Can you see the comment from Dr. Tiger?
Back on our
Yeah. Back on our effing perch. Yeah. Okay, Dr. Tiger also has a message for us now.
Listen, I don't even care about so many other teams right now. I just want other climate to congratulate me directly.
Agakwame had a message for you already. This was his message for you.
That's not a congratulations, though, unless I'm suddenly illiterate.
He said he should piss off. Okay, let's go through our next.
Every single other week of the Premier League, we're still champions. And I will act accordingly in the group. Okay, Kwame, mute me now. Block me now. There's no escape. There's no escape. I'm coming for you. I'm turning it back to Ghana.
Agakwame, be warned. Linga is coming for you.
I'll be back. I'm coming for you, Kwame. Look at me. 20 times champion.
Okay.
I'm coming for you.
Okay. This is final comment. This is final comment for both of you because both of you can take this offline. This is not the Agakwame and Linger show, please. But I'll read this comment. It says, Linger, let's do business. You disappear from my life and never bother me again. In exchange, I'll piss off and never bother you again. It's going to block me. Okay, no more Agakwame and Linger chat. You guys, get a room. Go and chat with yourself elsewhere. Go and chat with yourself elsewhere. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to our FA Cup semi-final review. So we had the first semi-final yesterday, Crystal Palace against Villa, ended 3-0 to Crystal Palace. And today, for some reason, they put the second semi-final at the same time Liverpool were playing. I don't know what they were playing at. I have some views about that. So Man City beats Forest. So Man City against Crystal Palace. I mean, did any of you watch either of the game? Well, obviously, I didn't watch the Crystal Palace. I didn't watch the Forest game. But did you see the Crystal Palace game, Arinze or Bola, yesterday?
I watched the Crystal Palace game against Villa. Crystal Palace, I think they're hitting form, if you will, at the right time. They've been playing. I mean, they've had an up and down season, but they've been playing pretty well. I know they gave Arsenal a really tough time. They ended up taking a point on Wednesday. So they played really well against Villa. I don't know what's up with Villa. Like, they have these games where they like absolutely show up and look like a top 2 or 3 team in England, and then some games they just don't show up. And yesterday was one of those games that just didn't show up, right? So between Mateta and Sa and everybody, and Eze, they just gave them a very, very tough time. So yeah, it was a good game, 3-0 overall. Like it wasn't even close, really.
Yeah,
it wasn't even close. Yeah, I didn't watch the game today. So.
Yeah, I've not seen the highlights for the game today, but I watched the game yesterday, the Crystal Palace match. I mean, I think the first goal was very important. I think Crystal Palace getting that first goal really was a big advantage because they could play on the counter with Sa, Eze, Mateta. Basically, their second half goals were basically they even missed the penalty because Eze won the penalty and Mateta missed the penalty.
Yeah.
So it could have been really bad. I think Villa I think commentators were mentioning it that Villa have lost to Palace like maybe 2 times already this season before that match yesterday. Like it seems like Palace have like this hoodoo over them. So we have a Man City Crystal Palace final. Bola, what do you think about our final? Do you think Crystal Palace could spring a surprise?
I think that Liverpool have won the league 20 times. And, I think we need to focus on what is most important. I will
Exactly.
say this, if I'm going to be honest, and give a little love to Manchester City. Guardiola's back with his wife, and they're looking good.
Allegedly.
So, Arsenal, that second place isn't guaranteed. I'm just putting it out there, Ruth.
I mean,
that second place is not guaranteed.
It doesn't really matter, does it? I mean,
honestly, yeah, it does.
It does.
No, I mean, to me, it doesn't matter.
Like, does.
Like if we finish 4th and win the Champions League, I'm very okay with that, right? Like
you have the best season. I agree. You have the best.
Second or 3rd. I mean, to me, it's like actually, in a way, if we finish 3rd, maybe it'd be a little bit embarrassing. So we'll come back next season better. But finishing 2nd,
won't be embarrassing.
Doesn't really matter to me either way.
But the people will say you finished 3rd in a 2-horse race because that's what they accuse you guys of. Spurs. They accuse Spurs of doing that when Leicester won the league. They're like Spurs finished 3rd in a 2-horse race. Like how do you finish 3rd in a 2-horse race? Yeah, that's not a good look. That's not a good look at all.
I think it was the way Spurs finished 3rd. That last game against Newcastle, they got embarrassed 5-1 or something. I mean, that's embarrassing, right? But I don't know. To me, that's the least of my worries. Finishing 2nd or 3rd is not.
I think it will be amazing when if Arsenal finish 3rd and win the Champions League. That's just the perfect narrative just to show how bad this season was. Like the Premier League was just terrible, especially if Manchester United or Tottenham also go on to win the Europa League. Can you imagine that? A 14th and a 15th place team winning Europa and the 3rd place team winning the Champions League? This is just a weak season. It's just terrible.
Very weak league.
It's just very weak. Weak league.
Very weak league. And imagine Chelsea winning the Conference League. Chelsea, I mean, from this weak league. This weak league that Chelsea is winning the Conference League at the counter. I mean, they're playing their C team, Team C, and they're winning the Conference League. Very weak league, seriously.
And then the richest club in the world winning the FA Cup. Just weak, terrible. Weak.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Man City, like so weak.
Weak.
So weak.
Newcastle. Not FA Cup, the League Cup. Just weak. Newcastle winning the league this week. The richest club in the world. Just terrible.
No sarcasm detected. No sarcasm detected at all. Let me take comment, please. Let me take comments. Oga Kwame says Aston Villa with the Bozo genes again. As long as Rashford is on their team, they'll never prosper, even though he didn't play. Wow. So people really beefing.
So how many positions above Manchester United are they?
I wonder, because Rashford is not in Manchester United again, but they've got a draw today, a very credible draw away to Bournemouth without Rashford. So, without Rashford, they've got a fantastic draw away today, and they're going to win the Europa League without Rashford. So, Dr. Saika said undisputed loss of English football for now. Yep, that's Liverpool. He says Arsenal winning Champions League. I say I'm going to get a free pass to Fort Knox. Yeah, I don't know about that. Until Arsenal get knocked out, I'm not going to be talking smack. I told people the last time, the previous round, they were like, "Oh, Madrid is going to smash Arsenal." I was like, "Man, wait until actually they put them out. Why are you trolling before Madrid even beat them?" And then Madrid got knocked out by Arsenal. I was like, I don't understand people who troll before the thing actually happens. Like, you just wait until Arsenal get knocked out before you actually start trolling. I don't know. Anyway, Oga Kwame says, I thought Bola was a gentleman. Man is on the same level as Saikat and Linger. It is well.
Oh, I know the gentleman at all. I know the gentleman at all. Hey, I know the
Hey.
You remember? I think Oga Kwame forgot that when I first joined the group, it was you, Ola, and Dr. Seika holding down the fort.
For Liverpool fans, yeah.
And then I came and I brought some reinforcements with me. So,
Yeah.
I'm just calculated. I know when to keep my mouth shut. But I've always got something for everybody. Everyone can get it anytime, any moment.
Any moment, anytime. But Dr. Saika says, Oga Kwame, thank you for doing a silent slot. Says he'll delete his Facebook if Arsenal win Champions League. Yeah. We know you hate Arsenal. You wear it like a badge. Congratulations, Oga Kwame. Dr. Saika, congratulations for hating Arsenal more than all of us. I mean, it's a badge of honor. Yeah, so, but anyway, this is not about Arsenal, this is about Liverpool. We are champions of England. I couldn't care less who came second as long as we're champions. We won the league at a canter, 15 points above second place. I don't care who you are. 15 points is a massive gap. It can even become 18, can become 20. We won the league in April. How many clubs do that? Not many clubs win the league in April. We won it with games to spare. So that's what I'm going to be celebrating. We're so much better than everybody else. Let them talk what they want to talk. Let's go to the final topic of the day.
God of honor too.
Oh, yes. Look, next week, what I want to say next week, God of Honor.
You know what?
I want to say a top-class God of Honor from Chelsea, Caicedo and Lavia, especially. I want to see them in that God of Honor. Caicedo and Lavia. They turned us down.
Full Dabale. Full Dabale. Like full. Hold it.
Full Dabale.
There you go. Full Dabale.
Yes. I will translate that for non-Yoruba speakers. We want people lying face down. Hello, fellow champion. Hello, fellow champion. We never walk alone. We never walk alone. We go to the final topic of this podcast. Let's put that on the screen. All right, kudos and donkey of the week. So basically, this is where we just give credit and we give with this whoever we want to diss or whichever team or whatever we want to diss. We start with kudos of the week. I'll go with you, Arinze. Who are you giving kudos of the week to? And then we go to Bola after.
Kudos of the week, I think, is pretty obvious. It has to be Liverpool. Congratulations on winning the league. Again, it's not easy, right? Winning the league, even if you win it by 1 point in the last game of the season when there's 4 teams differential or whatever, or you win it by 15 points, it's still not an easy fit. So kudos of the week goes to Liverpool grudgingly, but yes.
Grudgingly. And grudgingly, we accept your congratulations. Thank you, sir. Bola, do I even need to ask? Or do you have something else that you want to give kudos to, Bola?
You don't need to ask. You already know. Our boys. But you know what? Kudos to, I haven't said his name in a while. Jurgen Klopp for building this team for us. Appreciate that, man. Kudos to Arne Slot for delivering the championship for us. Kudos to the whole team for performing well. Kudos to Salah for being the #1 all-time foreign player. Kudos for Salah for about to break Thierry Henry's assist record. Kudos to Salah for breaking the GA record as well. So a lot of kudos for a lot of great people.
Fantastic. My kudos, because somebody has called us out that we don't give FSG credit. I'm going to give them some credit for appointing a good manager. Just a little, wait. I'm going to give them some credit for appointing a manager that has won us the league. But I'm also going to give them Donkey of the Week for not giving him enough. He bought only one player this season. And if he had gotten players he wanted, we probably could have won a couple more trophies. So when people keep saying, oh, why do we complain about FSG? We are complaining because we leave trophies on the table. We leave trophies we probably could have won if these people had supported the manager more. Like club could have been supported more. It's not like, oh, okay, these guys are the worst owners in the world, but they could have done more. And they have in their capacity to do more, but they don't. We went into this season with no major signing except a 10 million bargain on what's his name, Kaiser, and he doesn't even play. So that's a really big gamble. That was a big gamble. Okay, it worked, so we can say, oh yeah, good kudos to them. But the reason why many Liverpool fans are not happy with them is because these guys are costing us trophies in this era. Because let's not joke about this. This won't last forever. We might easily in the next 15, 20 years not win anything again. So why not make the most of this era when we're a big good? Let's pack as many trophies as we can so we can enjoy the bad times. When the trolls start coming for us, we'll say, okay, we won like 5 Champions League and 10 league titles in that period. But now we're only on 2 league titles in 9 years, when we could have had maybe 3 or 4 if FSG had done a bit more. So that's why we complain about them. All these people that keep saying, oh, FSG are the best ever. They are not the best ever. But I give them kudos for appointing the good manager who got us the league, but they could have done more. And next season, they better be spending some money. I don't want to hear stories. They better be spending money because now we've won the league. We've gotten Champions League qualification. We've gotten revenue from Adidas. Man, I better be seeing 4 new players, 5 new players next season. No more excuses. We don't want excuses. Oh, we gave Salah and Van Dijk new contracts, so we don't have money. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. So I give them their kudos for appointing the manager who won the league, but they're also my donkey of the week because we could have won more if they had pulled their finger out. Donkey of the week for you, Arinze?
It has to go to Antonio Rudiger. Collecting a red card at the end of the game when it's, I don't know why you're vexing when the game is essentially over. Gingering on the side, and especially collecting a red card from the bench. It was just so silly. It doesn't make any sense. You can be frustrated, but you should be frustrated at yourselves, right? Because you had the game wrapped up when you really weren't even supposed to even be in the lead. I won't say you weren't supposed to be in the lead. Obviously, they did well to come back 2-1, but you hang on for 5 or 10 more minutes, and the game is done. You win the Copa del Rey, and you kind of gloss your season over. But that Barcelona ended up equalizing, and then they win in the extra time, and then you're jumping around trying. They had to hold, I don't know if you've seen clips of it, but they had to hold him back, right?
Yeah.
Like, throwing ice all over the place, and dude, come on! Like it's not just referee's fault, right? That you're losing. So my donkey of the week goes to Antonio Rudiger. Maybe Real Madrid overall, but I'll just say at least Antonio Rudiger.
That's a very good one. Yeah, I don't know what he was. Maybe I was just trying to show her that he's passionate. I don't know what he was trying to prove.
Passionate guy win the game. Why are you passionate?
I don't understand. I don't really understand why he was just all that aggressive at the end. I think he's going to be banned for a while for that nonsense he was trying to do. I think probably get maybe like 2 or 3 game ban. Donkey of the week, Bola.
Ola, you took the words out of my mouth. I think you summed it up perfectly. FSG, Donkey of the Week. We won the league despite them. 20 times. It could have been more. This could have been 24 very easily, right? So I just hope that, they continue to, not continue, but I hope that they actually give Arne Slot the resources that he needs. I don't want to hear anything about, new contracts or like new signings. I don't want to hear any of that bullshit.
Go for it, man. Go for it.
I don't want to hear any of that bullshit. Pay the players that they deserve, and then also get us some new signings. We're paying like Luis Diaz like $70,000 a year, like Andy Robertson like $50,000 a year. We're cheap as hell.
A week.
Sorry.
But it's still small wages. Compared to other guys, it's still low. Yeah.
It's smooth. It's smooth. So, they're my donkey of the week. We won despite them. Hopefully they come out of that donkey status and, do what they're actually supposed to do, and that's invest in the team. So.
Fantastic.
Can
I'll
I
take some comments as we are rounding up.
can I just
Dr. Oh, okay, Arize, yeah, you wanted to say something? Go ahead, please.
it's so ironic because from the outside looking in, I think FSG are a really good ownership group. Now, you guys have won the Champions League. You made it to what, 3 finals in that period, right? You won 1 Champions League, you won 2 leagues, you won FA Cup. You have a sustainable model, right? Like you don't want a sugar daddy ownership group, but fans are going to be fans, right? But as
We want more. That's it. No, I'm not disputing that. Arize.
Saying all these things, I'm like, wow, Liverpool is probably, because everybody knows Man City is Ojoro. Che Grab will pack Man City to the side.
Hey, allegedly. Arize, allegedly.
Allegedly, okay, legal. But out of every other top club, Liverpool is the team that everybody is envious of, right? Arsenal, Chelsea, oh my gosh, Man United, they will kill for FSG, right? Man United, every other group, and you guys are here bashing your owners. My goodness.
Let me tell you why.
We're bashing them. Go ahead,
I'm
Ola,
not
go
winning
ahead.
the league.
Let me tell you why. No. See, it comes from a place of we're thinking this is a good time. Like if you want a good era, you cannot say that winning 2 league titles in 9 years is a great era.
Yeah, believe me, this is you guys came from 30
Yeah,
years.
but it's not a great era. It's not a great era because we should have won more. And the reason why we didn't win more is because we were hamstrung by these owners who would rather not do anything and just hope that the manager gets us across the line. And it happened quite a few times to Klopp too. That he went to a season multiple times without having any signings when it was obvious we needed signings. This season we needed signings. It's just because Slot he's been a top manager. We needed a DM. We lost Zubimendi. We wanted to get him. He refused to come, and we didn't get anybody else. So Slot had to be resourceful and used Gravenberch, who was not a sixth, and put him there as a sixth. That's how we got away with it this season. So imagine if we didn't have a good manager who was resourceful. We won't be here winning anything. We'll probably be out of top 4. But we had a good manager who they appointed, so I give them credit for that. They appointed that man. But the season could have been better because we didn't have anybody else signed. We got only a striker when we didn't even need a striker. We had 5 forwards already. They went to get KS, and do you know why they got him? Because it was a bargain. It was a bargain for 10 million. They were like, oh, wow, bargain. Let's get that guy in. We didn't need him. He has barely played. And you want us to give them credit for what? For doing what? What did they contribute to this big title? Except they appointed the manager who they didn't even back. So that's why we are angry, with them.
I'm just saying, if you look around at what other teams are going through, I think FSG has done pretty well, right? In my opinion.
No, I'll give Ola credit for what he said. They've done a great job of appointing fantastic managers. This is all Jurgen Klopp. If we had like just one extra player last year, we would have won the league last year. We wouldn't have fallen off. We wouldn't have faltered. And this has happened like several years in a row. So, to quote what some of the ladies are saying, I think EJ, did EJ say this? Don't date a bad B if you can't afford one. Don't let alone get married to a bad B. Liverpool is a bad B club. Don't date a bad B if you cannot afford one. Stop trying to put on.
Don't treat us like Aston Villa. Don't treat us like Brentford. We're not Brentford. We're not Fulham. What are you telling us about? We're one of the biggest clubs in the world. Treat us right. Treat us right.
Our jewelry is expensive. Our history, our legacy is expensive. Don't marry a bad B if you can't afford it.
Let me take comments as we round up. Let me take comments. So Dr. Saikat says, imagine Arsenal listening to PSG and turning up for Guard of Honor and Lavia, Enzo, Caicedo lining up for Gravenberch. Yeah, we'll see about that Guard of Honor. I'm looking forward to it. Oga Kwame says kudos to Crystal Palace. I don't know why he's running away. Yeah, that fair play to them. I mean, you don't have to say kudos to Liverpool. You're a United fan. I don't expect you to say kudos to Liverpool. So why are you running away, Oga Kwame? You don't need to run away. Akinola Adigun, thank you for joining us. Says kudos Crystal Palace and Hansi Flick. fair play. Yeah, Hansi Flick, I mean, he's doing a great job with Barcelona. That's another club. I mean, they were shambles, and that guy has done a great job for them. They are still a shambles, Barcelona, to be honest. They're shambles, but they have a good manager who is masking a lot of deficiencies for them. That's what FSG have been getting away with, you know. A manager who is masking deficiencies. That's what Hansi Flick is doing for Barcelona too. There is shambles behind the scene. Dr. Saiket said, let's not even start on FSG. Agakame says, you people complain too much. You want Champions League, you want League twice. Salah and Bandak were retained after all your protesting. What do you want to do? We want more trophies. We've told you we're not Villa, we're not Brentford, we're Liverpool. We expect to be winning consistently, not winning 2 league titles in 9 years, which is great, but yeah, we should have won more. So we have told you. Dr. Taikat has answered. He said we want a right back, yep, a left back, a left-footed centre back, a number 6, and we want a number 9. We won this league without a proper number 9. That's a fact. We didn't have any number 9 this season. Salah carried this team goals-wise, assist-wise. We didn't have a proper number 9. Number 9s were just woeful. Nunes, woeful. Jota, injured. Who else did we have that were playing up front?
Diaz, a left winger.
And has got some real critical goals. I remember one game you guys were about to lose. Was it Brentford or Bournemouth or something? Darwin came from the bench and one gave you guys 3 points. That was
the highlight of the season, sir. That was the highlight of the season. Did you see him today? Did you see him today? Did you see the nonsense he played today when he entered?
How often is a broken clock correct? Twice a day. A broken clock is correct twice a day.
No, Arinze, Nunes won't be with us next weekend. He won't be with us. Apart from his bad finishing, he's mentally, he's not really matured mentally. I mean, to be at a club like Liverpool, I think is that kind of player that gets too wound up by what he reads online. He's an emotional player. There's nothing wrong with being emotional, but as a striker, you have to learn to take your emotion out of the game. And I like him, but it's not going to make it at Liverpool. He's not going to be with Liverpool next season. So we need a number 9. Honestly, we need a number 9. We don't have any number 9. Ogakwame is agreeing with you, Arinze. He says, Dr. Sekat, let them buy some of those players this summer. You can't say FSG is shit. Sounds like a sentiment to me. I didn't say they were shit. I just said they could do better. The issue with FSG is they're always selling to buy without more silverware. Dr. Saket also says, we didn't say they're shit, but they are too careful with the checks and balances. And Asha, thank you for coming on. He's a Chelsea fan. He has history with Salamander. Do you know what they're calling Salamander? Arinze, it's Darwin Nunes. They call him Salamander. Wow. That he has the IQ. They say he has the IQ of a salamander. So that's why he's saying lay off Salamander. That's a Chelsea fan, or not even Liverpool fan, talking about that. Okay, final comment of the day before we round up. It's past the hour. Final comment of the day. We said they are the donkey of the week. I didn't say they are the donkey of the seasons. I didn't say they are donkey of forever. I mean, they're donkey of the week because we could have won more this season. That doesn't mean they're shit. Being donkey does not mean, like Arinze said, Rudiger is donkey of the week. Does that mean Rudiger is shit? No, Rudiger is not shit. It's just donkey of the week because he did something daft. And we're saying FSG has donkey of the week because they are strongest this season by not signing anybody. So we're not saying they're shit, but they can be better. They can be way better. Like Bola says, we're a bad B. We need to be treated properly. We're big, bougie, posh, bad. What do they call them? Baddie. We're a real proper baddie. You know, when we need to be treated right. We're not Aston Villa. We're not Brentford. We're not Crystal Palace. We're Liverpool FC, champions of England 20 times. Let's tell them, Bola, champione, champions of England, Liverpool. So rounding up. Arinze, you've been a great sport. I mean, fair play to you. I salute you again. You've been a good sport for joining us on this podcast as an Arsenal fan. Thank you, Bola, DJ KBC. Do you want to plug anything? Plug anything before you leave?
Yeah, sure. You may not be aware, but Liverpool have won it 20 times. Amen. Go
Oga Kwame is coming with bad belly. He says, I need to shut down this channel. Walai. United fans, well, you have not even started. I've not even started with United fans. You know, I didn't even throw shit. I didn't throw shit at them today. Not really. I've not started with you guys, honestly. Dr. Saikat finishes with Arsenal. Yes. He's really going for the Arsenal fans. But anyway, thank you for joining us. All the people that showed up in the comments. Asha, Oga Kwame, Dr. Saikat, Ayo. We had all of you. Akinola Digun, thank you for joining us once again. Linger, thank you for popping in and out. Queen's Cows, we thank you for joining us. And yes, we're champions of England. We're back on our perch. Man, you guys are in for a long summer. You're in for a long summer. I'm sorry. We're coming. We're going to be unbearable, man. Arsenal, you better win the Champions League. Sorry, you better win the Champions League. All right. Thank you, Arinze. Thank you, Bola, for joining us. Thank you, everyone. And we'll see you next time.
You're watching Footy Fantasy. It is sure say the thing will beat your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From EPL to Champions League, your eyes go see. It's Footy Fantasy. You're watching Footy Fantasy. Footy Fantasy. It is sure say the thing will meet your football needs. Your football needs. Banter from rivalries, he sure you go receive. From